Hi there. I wanted to share some thoughts on what's happened to me the last week or so. As we go through this kind of continued period of lockdown, it's been really interesting to see how clients and people have been responding to it, not consciously, how unconsciously it's been raising things for them. I've had a client whose immense grief has started to bubble up because he can't do his usual things, have been suppressing it and basically numbing it. A client who's realising she's drinking far more than she wants to and feels maybe that's an area of her life that she hasn't really got fully control of. Another client feels the pressure to perform at work because so many people are being made redundant or furloughed and there's a smaller pool of people and he feels like the eyes are on him. So there's all sorts of things happening in this kind of changing, insecure time, a time of being. It's interesting how many people have always said, I wish the world could stop for a while so I can get off. And in many ways, that's happening for a lot of people. And it can raise a lot of uncomfortable feelings. Feelings that often get numbed or drive our unconscious behaviours, but actually don't really resolve or deal with the underlying feeling. My first response, the first 2 weeks, I was in a state of flow and just really enjoying connecting to people, creating content, creating videos, serving people, giving free conversations, and just finding a balance, a dance between giving and serving and leading, and also taking some time for inward perspective and meditation and being with my family. And it was a bit of a dance between the two, but I felt like I was finding that flow. It felt great. But then last week, I felt I lost my mojo. I felt a pressure to continue to create lots of content, but I felt a need to go quieter, to have time with my clients, enjoy my client sessions, but not do much in between that. And I had this dichotomy, part of me wanted to just get quiet, but part of me was judging that experience was bad or wrong. I should continue to be operating the same way I had done the previous couple of weeks. And it wasn't towards the end of the week, it got to a point where I was helping my son with some schoolwork and there's a gap between a couple of clients. And I said to him, I need to go now, I need to get some more work done. Because in my head, I thought I had to create a video or create some content in that space between those two clients. And I went to sit down and do that, and my heart wasn't in it. I realised it's just not what I'm supposed to be doing. I went back to my son and said, you know what? No, I'm available for half an hour more. Do you want me to continue? He said, no, I'm good, thanks. I'm good. I've got it now. So I went to sat in the sun for 20 minutes, and it was just beautiful. Just to sit and be. And I showed up with my next client far more grounded and settled. And that night I was on a coaching call with my own coach, and it was a real reminder of how slowing down to speed up. Actually, by doing less, we create more. And there's ebbs and flows. It's okay to have quieter times. It's okay to be in the flow. But my judgment of my state created all sorts of stuckness and pulled me down. And it really helped me find that flow again and realise I had all these shoulds. I should be creating a video a day. I should be doing this. I should be doing this. And it was a real reminder of there's nothing we need to do. There's nothing I need to do. I don't even need to show off my client sessions. I could postpone them or even cancel them. There's nothing I have to do. I don't have to pay the bills if I don't want to. You can choose to let your house go and live on benefits. There's all sorts of options in places where we think there aren't. We have far more choice and freedom and flexibility than we often think. I made a list of all the things I don't have to do, I don't need to do. I don't need to earn money. I could choose to live for benefits. I don't need to be loving. I don't need to love my wife. I don't need to love my son. I don't need to be present. I don't need to exercise. I don't need to eat healthily. And I made a whole list. And it's really freeing just to remind ourselves that we don't need to do anything. We can choose to do those things. When something feels light, it's yours to do. If something feels heavy, it's an expectation, it's a pressure coming from external sources you've internalised. It's not yours to do. Maybe never, but maybe definitely not right now. How we can find this ebb and flow. Trust our instinct, our soul that knows we're okay. That needs for nothing psychologically. If you're feeling pressure right now, if you're in fear, I encourage you to make that list. A list of things you don't need to do. You really don't need to earn money. You won't be homeless. And it's amazing if I ask people how long they could live, maybe they pare things back, how they could live if they stopped earning money today. And it's often surprisingly longer than they think. You don't need to do anything right now. Those fears, expectations, shoulds, they're judgments. They're judgments, they're not your truth, your reality, your soul. Take a moment to be quiet, be present, be still. And in stillness, you'll know you've got everything you need right now. Doesn't mean we don't take any action. Doesn't mean we don't do anything. We can do it from an inspired place within. I do think this is the time to get quieter. Yes, a lot of people need to be working. I'm so thankful for the frontline workers, whether in the NHS, all sorts of people collecting our rubbish, all these people keeping society going in so many ways and serving us in so many ways. I'm so thankful for them. So thankful. For most people, for a lot of people, this can be a quieter time just to be. I'm still working full time, but I find it's still a quieter time to be, because outside of work there's not a pressure to rush around and do things, take my son here, then everywhere. There can be more space just to be. In that being, that stillness, inspiration comes, creativity comes, ideas come, direction comes. Everything is in you to not just cope with the current situation, to learn and grow and thrive through it. You've got everything you need within you. Be still. Be still and know you have everything you need within you right now. Whatever happens, you're going to be okay. Our human operating system is designed for reality in this moment. Come back to the here and now. Tomorrow can take care of itself. And hope you begin to find a flow, an energy, inspired energy for each of your days as we move through this. And maybe you'll look back and see what the gifts are for you in this time. Loving you.